Here's what's happening now. Plenty of downpours, frequent lightning as storms invade southeast Michigan, but the roughest stuff may still be yet to come. We'll look at our severe threat for tonight, all right now, first at 4.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, we are tracking severe weather in Metro Detroit. You can see hail, high winds, and tornadoes are a possibility. So let's get right to Ben Bailey for the first forecast, which is really critical this afternoon. Ben.
Yeah, and that last part, not out of the question that we could see a tornado out of these thunderstorms. But so far, we've been lucky that none of these storms, except for just on the very edge, the very beginning of this, we had that severe warning for Livingston County. Otherwise, it's just been a mass of downpours and frequent lightning all over the area as these storms are starting to congeal all across. In fact, there's very few places that are actually showing up dry right now. We take the lightning strikes off and look at how intense some of this rainfall is. You see these pockets of orange and red. That's where those intense downpours are happening. It's definitely going to slow folks up on the commute home as we get through the next few hours. Further to the south, by the way, those rainfall rates are coming down at almost 3 inches an hour. Thank goodness these storms are moving to the northeast at about 40 miles an hour, so it's not going to dump that much. We did have a warning up around Defiance. That looks like it's been canceled, but in some of these drier areas behind that round of storms, we're now starting to see more storms fire across northern parts of Indiana. We have team coverage of this severe weather threat. Our Brandon Rue is standing by in the Weather Center. And Brandon, it's been an active day so far already.
Starting this morning with rain and rumbles of thunder, and currently what's happening now, sometimes the atmosphere gets worked over, Ben, as you know, but we're still watching the position of a warm front and a cold front of both enhancing these storms and then putting a quick end, and we'll have more on that coming up. And
you're right, Brandon, that is going to be key, and we'll discuss that in just a few minutes. We are all under a severe thunderstorm watch, and that is until 8 p.m. tonight. I should say most of the area. This is from Livingston, Oakland, and Macomb counties further south. So by the time we get to about 10 o'clock, we think that the storm threat is going to be done, but there is a chance that we could be seeing some activity even past 8 p.m. Brandon and I will be back to discuss that in just a few minutes. Karen?
All right, thank you, Ben. And as we all know, things can change very quickly, so we will be checking with Ben throughout this half hour, also at 5 and 6. And remember, you can look at live radar anytime you want with our free Local Forecaster app. To download, just search WDIV in your app store. We have breaking news out of Paris right now. Police are telling people to stay away from the Champs-Élysées, one of the city's biggest tourist attractions. We're getting reports at least 2 people have been shot. NBC is reporting 2 police officers came under fire and 1 has died. The attacker was also killed. Police cars are swarming all around that area as it has been evacuated. We'll be following the situation and we'll bring you updates as we know more. We also have breaking news in the long search for a 15-year-old Tennessee girl who disappeared with her former teacher. She has been found safe. Devin Skillion joins us now with the latest from our newsroom. So what do we know so far, Devin?
Well, Karen, we do know that the teacher is in custody. And as you just mentioned, most importantly, we know the teenager is safe. But they were both found in Northern California, a long way from Tennessee. An Amber Alert was issued back on March 13th after 15-year-old Elizabeth Thomas went missing. 2 days later, surveillance video from a Walmart in Oklahoma City captured the teenager with Tad Cummins, her former high school teacher. Back then, Cummins was being investigated by the school for kissing the girl in a classroom, but then they both disappeared. Court papers filed said that she told investigators she was afraid of Cummins and thought she would face repercussions at school if she resisted him. But right now, the 15-year-old Tennessee girl has been found again in California. Her teacher now in custody. The pair was found at a commune. Authorities are expected to hold a news conference on this sometime within the next hour or so. So we expect we'll have more information to bring you here on Local 4 News at 5. Karen, back to you.
Well, good news. She is safe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Devin. Also, first at 4, Roseville man ticketed for leaving his car running in his driveway lost his battle in court today. The story went viral back in January. Nick Taylor started his car to warm it up and then went back inside. 5 minutes later, he had a ticket. The city ordinance says you aren't allowed to leave a parked car with the motor running and the keys in the ignition. Today in court, Taylor's attorney claimed the ticket shouldn't apply because his car was on private property.
You cannot even get a DUI in your own driveway. So a driveway is not open to the public. The statute is not applicable to one's own private driveway. It is for streets and highways only.
The judge says the law applies because it's in the public's best interest to prevent car thefts and keep auto insurance rates from rising. Fortunately for Taylor, his fine was paid for by a stranger who felt the ticket was unfair. The Detroit Water Department has started shutting off service to thousands of customers with delinquent accounts. The city says the shutoffs resumed yesterday and notices have been sent to nearly 18,000 residential customers. If you're delinquent, you can pay online, by phone, or at kiosks at the Water Department or Rite Aid drug stores. You can also look into joining the Water Residential Assistance Program, or WRAP. Talk to DTE about the qualifications. General Motors says it is stopping all operations in Venezuela after its plant there was seized by authorities. GM is calling the takeover as an illegal seizure of its assets after the government removed cars from the company facilities. At this time, it's unclear why authorities seized the plant, although President Nicolás Maduro has blamed American companies in the past for Venezuela's economic struggles. General Motors employs nearly 2,700 workers and has 79 dealers in that country. First at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines all around the world this Thursday afternoon. Let's start in South Korea, where an international game of chicken continues, though the stakes are extremely high. The United States and South Korea are holding more joint training exercises today. The exercises continue as the Trump administration is squaring off against North Korea over recent missile tests and that country's nuclear weapons program. Meantime, take a look at this launch of a Russian space capsule, taking 2 astronauts to the International Space Station. The rocket carried 1 Russian and 1 American astronaut to that space station. The trip took just 6 hours. Then the 2 men were welcomed aboard the space station. They're joining a 3-person crew under the command of NASA's Peggy Whitson, who will set a new record on Monday for the most time spent in space by a United States astronaut. Here at home, it's a sensitive and sometimes uncomfortable question. How do you want to be buried? Today, we're learning more about something called a green burial, friendly to the environment, but maybe it makes you a little nervous. Our Paula Tutman shows us what an all-natural green burial cemetery looks like.
So it's just starting to rain gently out here, and if you really look around, it's still really, really beautiful. It's very, very peaceful and natural, and that is the entire purpose of a green burial.
That's great.
Jim stands at the gravesite of his beloved Ruth. She died last year from cancer. At her graveside, native Michigan plants are pushing up to kiss the early spring air. A handful of pebbles with painted stones are her marker. There is still sadness in Jim's heart, but there's also peace.
Came out here and found a great spot by the creek.
Jim and Ruth decided on a green burial. Only in this country for about a decade, more and more people are deciding that when their time comes, they will return to the earth as naturally as possible.
When you look out here, it's like a pasture almost, and everything's natural, just peaceful on the eye. When I look out here, it feels good.
On one side of All Saints Cemetery in Waterford, a traditional burial ground. On the other, the Preserve, the state's only burial place like this, where it is 100% all natural. Even the headstones are natural rock that are engraved. Or perhaps your name will simply be inscribed on the natural stone cenotaph. Some choose a shroud burial.
The key is that when we bury in a shroud, we can't use traditional embalming, but people can be placed right in the shroud. We cleanse them with a natural cleaner. They're placed in the shroud.
Others a natural fiber coffin.
The casket, basically it's a rigid container, so it could be made out of wood, it could be made out of bamboo. I've seen them made out of cotton, woven cotton. Our only requirement is that it be biodegradable. Everything must break down.
All return to the earth, eventually leaving a zero carbon footprint.
From a traditional casket, obviously you would have the wood or metal casket in a traditional cemetery. With a shroud, there's no structure, it's just this, and this will go directly into the earth.
Jim says when his time finally comes, he will rejoin his beautiful wife of 48 years, and they will return to nature together. I mean, obviously, as with any burial, you have lots and lots of options. These kinds of burials tend to be on the low end, 10 to 15% less than, say, a traditional one, because you don't have the heavy casket costs or the liner costs or the embalming costs. But a lot of people aren't doing this because it's cheaper. They're really just doing it because they really want to return to the earth naturally. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Paula. Still ahead, first at 4. A new data breach puts credit card accounts at risk, the national chains affected, and how you can find out if your information may have been compromised. Also, witnesses could not believe what they were seeing, a disturbing attack in broad daylight. The story behind this video is next.
Our first round of thunderstorms is on top of us, and it is heavy rain, especially here across the east side. 94 into the city is going to be a mess here for the next hour or so. And the second round of thunderstorms could be even stronger. We'll look at that next when Local 4 First at 4 continues.
The Brainiac coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
This is Bonita, and Bonita, as you can see, is back.
I was really happy. I'm really grateful for everybody. And to all my parents, me, my sister, my other dog, just happy.
So what really happened here with Bonita and a local rescue? We'll have the answer coming up.
All right, thank you, Sean. This video stunned people over in Philly, and now the country is talking about it. 3 men attacked this man who was just leaving a job interview, and the men beat him until he was unconscious. Surveillance video captured the images last Saturday. Police are still looking for those suspects. The men stole the victim's cell phone, wallet, and money. The victim is recovering and should be okay eventually. Thousands of people will need to keep a closer eye on their credit card bills in this Help Me Hank consumer alert. The hotel company that runs Holiday Inn, Crowne Plaza, and other chains says hackers have stolen customer credit card information. 1,200 hotels are affected nationwide. Anyone who visited the locations between late September and December of 2016 might be affected. We've posted a link to a site where you can check to see if you stayed at one of the hotels affected. Look for the Help Me Hank page at clickondetroit.com. Severe weather has been sweeping across much of the country this week. This is video from Iowa, about an hour northwest of Des Moines. Severe thunderstorms broke out last night, bringing hail and high winds to the area. This car dealership took quite a beating, but there are no reports of serious damage or any injuries. But of course, we're keeping our eyes to the skies because that weather is in our backyard, inching along, getting closer and closer.
Yeah, we've got that severe threat that's out there now, and it's probably going to last for another few hours. But let's start out with some good news. We were under an enhanced risk for severe weather for much of the day, which was this 3rd category here. It's been downgraded to slight now for all of southeast Michigan, but that still means that we could be seeing some strong thunderstorms, and we've definitely got our share of rain and lightning that's out there right now. Nothing severe as we speak, but when we take these lightning strikes off, you can see how intense this rain is. And if your commute takes you anywhere along 94, 75 from the city south, looks like some of the heaviest rain right now is in Monroe County. You can see these pockets of red showing up here on 4 Live radar. They're not sitting over the same spot for a long time. That's good news. But you look behind this batch of thunderstorms into western Michigan, and stuff is firing again. In fact, now we have warnings that are showing up that are just west of Coldwater with that line of thunderstorms. We anticipate that that line's going to elongate. We'll probably see some more develop as we get through the next few hours. It's only 60 degrees out there at Metro, and we've had these low clouds and even some fog around for much of the day. Visibility at Metro right now is 3 miles. They are reporting showers and some thunder as we speak at Metro, but things are going to change. I had a lot of folks tell me today it's too cold to see severe thunderstorms, but we're going to see a drastic shift in how things look and feel. Let's bring in our Brandon Rue, who's been looking at that potential for the last few hours. And Brandon, things are going to change here in the short term.
Yeah, the warm front is on its way, Ben, and so the rain-cooled air, the clouds, if not for that, we'd be well into the 70s, and that warm front would be moving through. Even with the storms that have come sort of pre-warm front, we haven't had much in the way of severe reports across the state. We'll show you here what we're looking at as far as severe storm potential. These are storm reports, and back through Jackson County, they've had hail, but only marble size. Once it hits 1 inch in size, it would be considered a severe storm. And then over into Calhoun County, walnut size, again, just shy of severe strength. Warm air down to the south of us. Fort Wayne, Indiana at 75, Muncie 77, even Toledo at 76, and that warmer air is pushing closer and closer. We anticipate that that warm front is right along Ann Arbor and Metro Airport. Again, the temperatures don't necessarily tell the story because of rain-cooled air and the clouds, but we're seeing a surge of warm air. The dew points are upper 50s to low 60s. That warm front and higher dew points are a couple of trigger points, Ben, that we'll keep watching through the rest of the afternoon and evening for triggers for the potential of some damaging winds, hail, and of course the flooding rains and lightning we're currently seeing.
Yep, we've got a few more hours to go. Brandon, thank you very much. We'll be back with you shortly. Storm impacts from these thunderstorms are mainly going to be from damaging winds and the possibility of hail. Of course, we've seen frequent lightning out there. The flooding threat's a little bit lower, but if we keep seeing these pockets of rain, especially if they start training over some of the same areas, we'll have to watch that. The tornado threat is not zero. It is a little bit lower than what we were anticipating, but again, it is still possible that some of these storms could produce a tornado. Let's go hour by hour now through the rest of the evening, and you can see the second round of thunderstorms is going to sit pretty much on top of us between 6 and 7 p.m. After that rolls through, we're pretty much in the clear except for maybe a couple sprinkles, but this stuff is not going to be severe from about 8 o'clock on. And then we start drying out overnight. We start with clouds in the morning, and we start bringing some sunshine back as we get into Friday. So your forecast tonight gets a little rough here in the evening, and then things calm down as we get past sunset tonight. 46 for that overnight low. High temperatures tomorrow are going to be drastically different in your 4-zone forecast. Those metro numbers are going to be only at 54 here at the airport, 54 in the city. South zone temperatures very similar here in the mid-50s down towards the Ohio state line. Cooler numbers, but not by much when you get north of Michigan Avenue. 51 in Fenton and Clarkston, 52 up in Flint. And our north zone, maybe a couple spots that only end up in the 40s tomorrow up in Sanilac County. Otherwise, we will be seeing dry conditions, progressively more sunshine as we get later in the day. And we stay cool through the weekend. Highs only in the 50s on Saturday, low 60s on Sunday. We slowly make our way back above average next week, and high temperatures will be in the 70s by Wednesday. Of course, Brandon and I will have the latest on this severe threat throughout our newscast here on Local 4, Karen.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. Still ahead, first at 4. Remember Barron, the dog found in Detroit with his ears and nose cut off? We have an update on him and why today was a very special day for Barron and those who care about him. And animal lovers will appreciate this new invention, new improved windows that could make a big difference for migrating birds. Take a look at this. It's a new museum being built at the University of Minnesota, and the windows that you see here have a special design to protect birds. The windows have glass printed with dots and lines so birds can avoid flying into them. Thousands of birds migrate through the Twin Cities each year, and the school wants them to travel safely. In addition to helping wildlife, the glass also keeps the buildings cooler in the summer to save energy. Well, do you remember Barron? He's the dog who was found in Detroit with his ears and nose chopped off. Well, the injured dog became a viral sensation as many hearts were touched by his situation. Since then, Barron has been adopted, and today he was reunited with the man who rescued him when he saw Barron walking near a business in Southwest Detroit. Lots of smiles all around, everyone glad Barron is doing much better today. Sadly, the person responsible has not been caught. And we do know that you love your pets, so Local 4 has launched a new project. It's called All for Pets. We're creating an online community on our website, clickondetroit.com, and you can catch stories on television and also follow pet stories online. Still ahead on First at 4, Ben Bailey returns with an update on our severe weather alert, information to keep your family safe. Next. So first at 4, finally, the potential for severe weather. It is hanging around for a few more hours, so we all need to be prepared and understand exactly when we expect certain situations to hit certain areas.
Yeah, so far we haven't had any severe weather across southeast Michigan. That could change, though, because as this round moves out, We're looking at a second line of thunderstorms that's just now starting to take shape in western Michigan. You see that orange box is a severe thunderstorm warning, which is just west of Coldwater. Plenty of lightning starting to flare up with that storm, and we anticipate that that's probably going to gain a little bit of strength as it heads towards us. We've got you covered through the rest of the evening. We've got team coverage of this severe weather threat. Our meteorologist Brandon Rue is in the Weather Center, and of course I'll be back with you starting at 5 o'clock tonight, and we'll continue monitoring this threat as we get through the night. By sunset tonight, I think we should be in the clear.
Sounds good. Thank you, Ben, and thank you for joining us for First at 4. We're back in a half hour with the Local 4 news at 5, and of course the latest in the shooting in Paris.